Cool, I love that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I think it's because of that guy that's out there. Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Was that you repeating yourself?
Well, it's this video that's doing that.
We have popcorn. And Skittles. You're missing out, guys.
Come on, Nikki.
Okay. Gerald, can you hear me?
Well, I'm very excited that you can.
Oh,
I
where-
certainly can.
Okay, excellent.
Am I too loud?
No,
That would be a surprise.
you're fabulous.
I'm excited.
I like I love your backdrop, by the way. That's very familiar. Now I had to mute the YouTube thing because we were getting feedback. So, but YouTube is recording, so I think we should be good. So I'm gonna do a screen share for a second.
That's what I was just complaining
Oh,
about.
maybe I don't need to do that. Actually. Never mind.
We were trying to speculate. Why don't we go to some of them? I don't know how they usually stay. I think we usually try to set high, but they usually know that we're here. Yeah, well, keep the side door.
Yeah.
Oh. Good, I'm glad you got to meet Joe. Yeah, me too, with him again on March 8th. Oh, good.
Okay, and it looks like I have everybody in.
Very motivated, pushing us in a way, which is good too. That's good. So. It is, yeah, I need to be taught kind of what to do, you know, for sure.
Okay, Patty's there. Excellent. So we just, we had to make sure one of the doors at City Hall was unlocked. Apparently they got locked at 5 o'clock.
Oh, okay. How was that?
Very interesting, and one of the options. Was to Yellowstone National Park. And
Pretty cool.
spend 3 days with the wolfpacker walking.
You got a spreadsheet?
Yes, I have that.
Okay, Paige, here's a spreadsheet.
Wouldn't that be great?
What option
Have you
is
ever been
that?
before?
I have these.
It's very, very remarkable.
The wolf section. Thanks for the snap.
Okay, there's.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good to go
Okay, hi
here.
everyone.
Somebody else did it.
We're missing
We
Phil
will
and
call the
Laura.
Meeting to order. Laura had dislocated.
I know.
Oh, no.
So,
I hate those objects. Sometimes you end up spending more.
okay, we're gonna call the meeting to order. Hi, everyone on Zoom. Hi, everyone here. I'll let Emily call the meeting to order and go over the minutes.
If I may say, Sally, thank you for all the delicious treats and the cookies and the popcorn.
I was trying to lure people into
Yeah.
the office.
You definitely come to me.
Yeah.
That's all my favorite thing.
Or Lord.
All right. Well, hello, everybody. I'm sorry that I am not in person, but welcome. And I will now call this meeting of the Arts Commission to order. And let's see, do I have a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting?
Don't move.
So moved. And do I have a second?
Yes, I'll second.
All right. Thank you. Motion to approve the minutes is passed.
Okay, so to start, you're a little one. Do we get to see? Do you wanna display the little one, the little human? Hi.
Man, I remember those things.
Remember those
I miss
days?
them.
So the last meeting was so productive and we approved, I think, over 10 artists. And the next step for that piece that I don't want to do at the meeting, but would like to schedule a subcommittee meeting is to have the subcommittee decide what boxes that art should go on.
Okay.
And pretty much Earl has been the subcommittee, so I'd like to give him support. So someone who's really excited about this, who would sit down with Earl, you can sit down here and probably Lonnie. And we'll go, get out all the areas where the signal boxes are, which Earl put together. And just kind of mix and match and decide who's going where. And at that point, you'll probably see, okay, we need more art because there's 2 boxes and this artist only submitted 1 and so on. So would anyone like to volunteer to be on that subcommittee with Earl?
I would like to help.
Okay.
Awesome.
Lonnie. Anyone on Zoom? I don't think we have Adriana here, right?
We do not.
Okay. I'll ask.
I love the utility boxes. I mean, they're so vibrant
Yes,
and
really nice.
yeah, they're very nice and they're easily maintained. And then, but not only that, I like how it, we had local artists around at times, so they're happening. And especially even that teenager guy, I mean, he's got some phenomenal ideas and that was, real cool feather in his cap.
And the general public love them. I mean, people talk to me all the time about the boxes, so they're very successful.
Okay, so we'll schedule a subcommittee meeting between this meeting and our next meeting. And then the Print Northwest is measuring the boxes. So that's kind of the next step. So they're scheduled to do all of that. And in the meantime, a ton of art rolled in. So what we're gonna do, and this will be fun, is we are going to go through that art. It's in a PowerPoint. And everyone's got a spreadsheet. And the main goal for this, I think, first round is to eliminate, like, what are we definitely not going to include? And then maybe what are our top 5? For example, we got some military art. And I know Charles may not have enough to go around all sides or smaller box. So just keeping that in mind. And there's a place to score just for yourself or take notes.
Sally, before we get too far,
Yeah.
I'd like to say something that I think it might be a nice thing to actually do, to see if we could actually do some sort of content focused on how these boxes are actually getting to this point, like meaning like what Print Northwest actually does. Like if we could actually do some sort of an article on the city website, focusing on what actually Print, kind of give them a little bit of publicity as well, but on what they do, like what their undertaking is, how they measure it, because some of the boxes are actually come out a lot more dynamic because of how they're structured in that 3D imaging. Rather, it's not just one continuous piece of art wrapping around 4 dimensions. I mean, sometimes one piece is on the smaller box and then on the larger box. And that creative process might be worth an article on our city website.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Yeah, so how it's going from the flat art and actually
Exactly.
getting put on the box and
A lot of
becoming,
people do have an
Yeah.
interest in that creative process.
Okay, and then also before we get too far, I just want to remind everyone that we have a reception coming up here. March 18th, and it's 4 to 7 p.m. Ron Snowden, and he's invited a lot of people since he's a very well-known artist. We'll have jazz from 5 to 7. Please come, make an appearance, meet and greet, support the artists that way. Tell your constituents.
March 18th.
March 18th. Monday. 2 Mondays from now. Okay, and then following that will be the Pierce College faculty reception, April 15th. Okay.
Same time on that one.
Yeah, well, we'll have for the second quarter, it's Pierce College faculty art reception. Or they'll be displaying their art, and then the receptions in April 15th.
Yeah.
Here, yep. So not on Monday,
Same
5
time.
to 7
Same
p.m.
time.
5 to 7. Okay, so let's get to the fun part.
Can everybody in Zoom land see this? Or anybody in Zoom land see that?
Yep.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Okay, so you want to just
And
start?
off we go. Yeah, so they're in order of what's on the spreadsheet. So you can just start. We'll go through, have some discussions.
How many were supposed to pick from this?
It's not a particular number. We picked for the signal boxes we're doing this year, so it's more like if we need to have a second artist to add art to a box, or if we add more art. Mostly we're gonna work on eliminating what is definitely not gonna work. And then maybe come up with our top 5, and then we can drill down later. Okay, so we had let's see, 5 student artists from Steilacoom High School. So this is Eva Laboca. Safe and sound.
Sorry. Technology here.
Charlotte Hanley,
Ooh,
Tree of Life.
interesting.
And this is oh, okay.
This might be
Here.
her too.
Oh.
We have an art teacher in Steilacoom who's definitely been
Oh.
working on sending in student work, which is
That's
really
not-
fun.
And there's no
This is
utility box.
Kaylani. Sorry, I didn't put her name. Sorry.
Mm.
This is Kaylani Del Rosario. This is called Emotion of Music.
Oh.
This is Lincoln Cheney, who's a student. This is Chameleon. And, if you want to discuss it or, throw out first thoughts of, remembrances for a signal box. Like, oh, that'll work for sure. Oh, that's definitely not going to work. That would be helpful. Okay, and then Charlotte again. So Charlotte has, see,
I'm
what's this
confused.
one called? Tree and Pathway. Oh, yeah, this is another one of Charlotte's. Oh, Charlotte, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Ashley Morgan. Okay, now we're at Ashley Morgan. Can you go back?
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
And then we skipped like
Charlotte.
3 people.
Yeah, I guess they'll come up. I don't know. Sorry. Okay, so we'll just go with what's on.
Could we have like a student signal box? That'd be kind of cool. And show, with room for 2 or room for 3.
Okay, Ashley Morgan. Submitted so many.
It's,
Sorry.
ooh. Wow. I like the color scheme was the same. The browns and the blacks. That's really cool. Ooh. I get. It's a crack in the cover. I know, that's cool. Wow.
I think that's.
Oh, there's the.
Yeah, that's who we missed earlier.
Oh, okay. So back up to the student. This is just showing how this person did the art. So you can go on. So that, yeah, this is the spirit spiral.
I like that one.
Yeah, I thought that was
Interesting
really
stuff.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, balance of earth, punk awareness and spirit. I think I left out punk awareness because it wasn't suitable. Okay. And then Eli.
He's down at the bottom.
Hey. Reminds me that blue skies are coming back at some point.
This must be a student one too.
It's not.
No, it's not.
I tried to put everything for the most part, even if I thought, oh, it's not gonna work, just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a special needs person? I mean, because that might be a cool thing to do if that's a.
No, there is a special.
There
needs.
is a
I saw that.
submission, but yeah, this one here.
So this is a special needs student. This was interesting. This is at PLU Student Art Collective. And I was just glad to learn about them. But they talk about their design focuses on indigenous plants, and they listed some of them, but they said it also can be, catered to what we would want. So they submitted one with their logo in the middle and one without, but it's the same design. This is Loretta Morgan. So these are watercolors and ink.
Wow.
So she's done some before. It's always nice knowing someone's done a signal box before because
Yeah.
then they've been through the process,
Lovely.
And you can see, like some of hers did have a lot of white, but that translates really nicely. It's nice and clear.
Well, we really haven't had an issue with that. The one box, the student one,
Yeah, but it was easily cleaned.
I mean, it just hasn't been.
Okay, this is Patricia Olson.
Yeah, so I actually asked her because that photo came in and I said, is that acrylic? So she did some kind of painting and then those are individual pieces of acrylic on the top, all those shapes.
Like,
Oh,
almost like
wow.
glass.
But it kind of, I mean, it's interesting. It is a dimensional piece, but it's interesting that in 2D, you still get that effect.
So you mean like,
Like all those round shapes and squares are all cut out pieces of plastic.
gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
I thought that was beautiful.
Yeah, she does collages.
I like seeing that. Pretty one.
Okay, this is Marilyn Mason George. I'm not sure how old she is, but she submitted a handwritten letter
Oh, my goodness.
and has lived in Lakewood forever. Went
Yeah.
to Clover Park.
Yeah, so some of her artwork, she made little handmade labels. Yeah, I mean, you'll see it because she put it with the photograph of the art, but it covers part of the art, but like,
Wow.
that. But she was, labeling everything for us, so we know the dimensions
But
of it.
that could look really nice on a box.
It looked great on a box. Yeah,
Beautiful.
I thought this was fun too.
No, it's the old ice skating rink.
Yeah.
Where was it? Where was it?
It was on Silicon Lake. It burnt down a long time ago. It's where those condominiums are at the very north end of the lake.
By the boat
And There's
launch.
like a whole bunch of condominium. That was all There was like an ice skating rink and a swimming area. It burned down like long time.
Like
Fifties, I think.
Edgewater Park.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Remember
what-
the swimming area.
What?
I don't remember the swimming area.
I wasn't even alive.
No.
I thought there was like a little swimming area.
But I've heard stories, and I do think it's cool.
He's telling it like he saw it.
Talk about,
No,
talk
like,
about the ice skating.
wasn't it like the fifties or sixties?
Yeah.
You weren't alive.
I went there a couple times.
Oh, you
Real
were?
late 70s.
I went there a couple of times.
It was late 70s?
Yeah, it was either late 70s it burnt down.
Oh, it was
the
late
very-
seventies.
yeah.
Oh, oh.
Or he did, yeah.
Why possibly?
You were alive. Okay, Brandy Lapointe. She is a Native American artist from Pierce County. And has done
Mm.
signal boxes.
Wow.
Annie Lynn. Have one. This is her one.
So that's the same piece. She's just broken it up into sections.
Very pretty and bright.
Renee Taylor.
Oh, it's Captain Sand.
Happy fish.
Happy. Oh, wow.
So Ron Snowden, this is our artist who's here now and they're doing the rotating art. I thought this was spectacular. And I was thinking last night, well, we better find out who those people are. And then Mary had sent an email this morning saying, be sure and do your due diligence. So I had already emailed Ron saying, can you please tell me who these figures are? So that,
That's very cool.
Very good point.
Is this oil?
Yeah.
Is it oil or acrylic?
I think watercolor.
he usually does watercolor.
Dang, can you imagine doing that in watercolor?
I know. He's quite talented.
Photos.
Not a big fan of cats.
This is one I was like, well, I probably don't need to include this, but I'll let the arts group.
It's definitely different, yeah.
Okay, Rebecca Morgan. So this definitely fits our military theme.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah,
It's
I
really
thought that
cool.
was really cool. So those are her two military pieces. And then
I love this one. too.
It's interesting how she does these characters side by side.
I just don't know enough about digital art.
Digital
Susan,
vector
are you are you trained in this to say, okay, this is digital art, or
Yeah, not really, really.
how do we know about?
Yeah, it's,
Because AI can do things now and
well, we have actually, at Lake Bones, we have a clause about AI. Right now, we're not taking AI generated.
Yeah, but see, my feelings on this are kind of a little mixed because I mean, AI is sure it takes out a lot of the creative process, but also AI is dependent on what kind of keywords you're putting in there for a prompt. So it's not like it's just show me a piece of art. I mean, I was like messing around with AI imaging a lot, like a couple of weeks ago, and it's quite fascinating to where, you can just change your keyword prompt. So as far as a utility box, I'm not sure if I disagree with AI imaging because I mean, it's a utility box and it will be another medium of art in the future that we're all going to have to accept. It's simply put.
I have a question. Hi, this is Patty. What makes you think that this is AI? Because there's a brand new, I don't know if it's brand new, but the Seattle NFT Museum is in obviously Seattle, and they actually promote AI kind of art. And so, but I'm just wondering what came across that would make you think this was AI.
I didn't necessarily think it was, but I didn't know. So I was just asking, is there a way to?
But she has written down, did we write this digital vector art? I
Well-
don't know what that is.
Well, yeah, the vector art is art that is scalable. It's not made up of pixels, so that's how they build it and how they send it to you. So it's not like a JPEG or a PNG is typically pixels. So think of a bunch of little squares. So you have to watch with resolution, right, Daryl? And vector art you can scale like as big as you want or as small as you want. That's what it means by vector art.
You won't lose.
Patty, I'm so glad you're on this call. So what I was asking Susan, are you kind of a specialist? Are you trained in digital art? Like, I don't know how to judge digital art compared, well, I don't know how
Well,
to judge.
it's
any
hard
art.
to say. I mean, digital
But
art, it
you're
just
in that
means I use
profession.
my computer, you know? A lot of, that's what I think of as digital art. I use my Wacom my tablet and I could draw it and it's in there digitally or so it's versus like a painting or drawing by hand, but digital art is still art.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So is this, what do you think of this art that we're showing right now?
I like it. It's just you can tell that they drew it on their computer. They probably use their like, you know, those pads, they're called what is it, Wacom? I don't even know anymore. Yeah, Wacom pad. And you use
Yeah.
like a pen, and so you draw on that, and what you draw on your pad transfers to your screen immediately. And then you can go into Illustrator, Photoshop, whatever you're using, and manipulate it that way. So that's why I was like, it's still art, it's still great art, you're still creating it.
Yeah.
But I don't even
100%.
know if we have anything to say something is AI. That was my main question.
And I don't even know if we should even take issue with it, if something
I don't
wasn't
think
AI
so.
or not. I mean, we're doing utility boxes. So,
Like I said, there's a whole debate over that, and I don't know, maybe Susan would know more in the art world, but like I know that there's full NFT museums that embrace AI, and so I don't know.
Well, some AI companies have visiting artists that residency programs now. I think where it becomes sticky is actually in the dollar value,
Oh.
you know, on the art market. There is a lot of debate about AI. I'm not saying it's not creative to manipulate it. That's beautiful. But it's still not resolved.
Well, and we used to say graphic art. Are you a graphic artist or fine artist and you know, I mean, personally, I just love like live theater, right? So for me, like, you know, sometimes when people are really excited about Comic-Con, I'm like, you know, I'd rather see, but that's just a taste thing. I try not to be too judgy.
Yeah.
But it's harder for me in the visual art world. But all I can think is like how I can compare it to my performing art
Yeah.
world. You know, like people are like, "Oh, you have a band? Is it karaoke?" I'm like, "Nope, we actually play the songs." But I think in some people's minds, it might as well be karaoke. So you know, it's like these whole debates.
But graphic artists are artists too. So just
Right,
because they're
singers are
not doing
singers.
something traditional, like say sculpture or using oils or, you know, it's an art form. So I think that's what it's more traditional, like you're seeing what is called vector or digital, but they're still artists. That's how we get everything. I mean, the graphic artist usually has to touch it anyways to get it on the box. So
And the problem occurs when other people's images are manipulated into your piece.
Yeah.
So then you're in a copyright situation. And so I don't know, you know, it's impossible to say whether these would be utilizing.
Got it. Oh, so they created these images
So
from
from
scratch?
They
my
may have
standpoint,
used-
I think what the controversy was, folks, is whether or not the content creator typed in a prompt and with just little or no imagination put together a scene versus, you know, a process that was started by an idea, translated from the eye to the hands in whatever medium. And I think that's where the controversy is going. I mean, in 5 years, we probably aren't even having this conversation anymore. But right now, you know, there's a little bit of a pushback. Was it generated by hand or tablet or was it just somebody typing in a prompt? And I think that's what's kind of fueling, some of the misgivings about whether this is art or not.
But is that our question or?
Yeah.
I don't know. As a commission, I'm not sure it's our job to really weigh in
No.
and mediate that. Maybe the general public has more of a strong opinion on it, but I think our role is to put the art out there and let people decide whether they like it or not, whether it pleases them or not, or if they're attracted to it at all. So I don't know.
Yeah.
From my corner world, I have definite opinions about AI, and I try to keep those where they belong.
I think
I mean,
you're right.
this isn't
Daryl,
like
though.
a-
I think it's just,
This
I think
isn't
it's
a
great.
first discussion. I mean, there's been many times where there's been new mediums of art that have been, in our culture to where, the original artist didn't agree with it. So it's the same thing. But, our job as a commission is just, whether or not it's going to look lively on our utility lines.
Beautiful.
As long as it doesn't take somebody else's image.
Right, I
Yeah,
understand
as
that.
long as it doesn't infringe
Yeah.
on somebody else's image.
Because we're arguably we're paying this artist money, so that's the
Mhm.
value part of it.
Mhm.
It's kind of like when somebody steals a little ditty in a song, and then Beastie Boys is suing somebody because you stole this copyright thing. That's because it comes down to the value and the money of it.
And if that's our concern, then we just won't use that.
Well, it's impossible to tell.
Well, we
Oh.
can
Okay, well, let's, are we ready to move? Did you have one more thing to say, Patty? I value your opinion.
I was trying,
Patty.
no, I'm good. Sorry. I'm here.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on. So this is Rebecca Morgan. She has several pieces. Oh,
Yes,
that
her last.
was piece, the same artist, sorry.
Yep.
Okay, and then we'll go on to Marifel Flores.
That's pretty striking. I like the colors in that.
So she submitted so many pieces and she's never shown anywhere. And she's got a lot of
Morgan?
Marifel Flores.
Wow. Be fun to put her on the list to show here.
What do you think, Susan?
It's interesting.
Yeah, I like a lot of her pieces.
I thought this was kind that if you go back that one, it's a bike.
That background's cool.
Okay, moving on to Madison Wild. That was it. Rich Reynolds, A Taste of Lakewood. And this is like, he's from University Place.
Makes you hungry.
Yeah, just kinda, his
I love
idea
it.
was, what does he think of when he thinks of Lakewood? He thinks of food.
Like, where can we get this? Let's go.
So Taylor Keller. I just kind of put them all together. Taylor has done a box. You can kind of see it up in the right hand. Well, I think it's that one that's down on the left there.
For yellow.
That's cute.
Yeah, like.
I think that would translate really nicely.
Yeah.
That's very cute.
Oh,
Oh, just like the museum. I think people would love that.
I think the nice thing is it's clear enough that even if you were driving fast, you'd really see it. Wow. On all those pieces. Okay, moving on to Ginger. I think these are all of hers. I tried to put them all in one. This is just one from Suzanne. It's a photo. Barnes. This is Andrea. Submitted a couple more pieces that I didn't think would translate, so I just picked this one. It was all in this style. Same with this. I just put hers all together.
Wow. A lot.
And that's it. Ben Sinclair from the Subtimes submitted a photo of a dog that I took the privilege of deciding not to include in the PowerPoint because it was not going to go in a box.
Was it not appropriate?
Well, it was just
I'm very
a,
curious now, like, what
it was
you
just
tell us.
wasn't quite enough for a box or something box. Put it that way. Okay, so where would you like to go from here? Do you want to look again and drill down on the ones that are definite no's or definite yeses? Like I love, 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 or this is out, not possible.
Sure.
Okay, let's
That's a good
go
idea.
through from the beginning.
Can everybody see that in Zoom land?
Yes.
Perfect, thank you.
Yes. Can we just say yes on things or?
Oh, wait,
Ready
I'm
now?
sorry, but. So again, these are the students. Can they be translated digitally? I don't know.
But do you want us to just say yes or no on content or?
How do you guys think you want to do this? Is it a possibility? Yes, no, maybe?
That's a safe thing.
I would have to, passing by, I would have to try and look at it.
It's a little too busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's busy.
Okay. Next. Tree of Life.
Are we voting out loud or we're just, everybody's
Yeah,
just gonna
I think
go through?
everyone needs to kind of chip in, especially those who are trained in this type of art. I think it's important.
I like this one, but I just don't know how it's gonna be on 4 different sides of a box.
Well, it would have to be just one side and then we'd have to fill in.
It is interesting.
It is very interesting though.
Okay, I've got interesting. Patty, do you have any thoughts on that one?
Um, I like the more vibrant ones. I don't mind these so much, but I think there was a couple. I actually like the muted ones too, of like the orca. I thought that was good. And I have to jump off because I need to drive to Lakewood right now, so I need to get there in time. But I like that. I liked the food one a lot. I thought that the student ones were really great though. So I trust you guys. You're all amazing. I'm sure you're gonna pick some wonderful things that are gonna translate very well.
Thank you, Patty.
Okay, I may or may not see some of you when I roll in. Have a
Okay.
good night. Okay, bye.
So I have interesting.
Yeah, keep that for now.
Keep. Okay. Sure. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay, Nikki.
I know. Nikki substitute here.
Okay, this was the emotion of music.
I'm a no.
No,
No.
no, for me.
Million.
No.
No.
I like that one.
Maybe that one's combined with her other tree one,
That's what I.
you know, for different sides of the box.
It's a good idea, Lonnie. It's the same artist, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. I can see that.
And then this was one of hers too. Sorry, did I go too fast on that?
We're keeping that.
As much as I love the mountain, I feel like I've seen that thousands of times before.
Well, we picked a couple of other artists.
Yeah.
That have strong mountain ones.
And the girl sleeping is so cool, but it's just almost hidden. And it's bigger.
I think
Okay.
Ashley Morgan was one of my favorite student artists.
I don't think she's a student.
I don't know that this one's a student.
She's not a
She's
student.
not. Oh, okay.
I really liked her Orca one. This one, it took me a little like that. Those I love.
Yeah.
Yep,
The
I
other
do
one, it
too.
took me a little while to actually determine what it was.
This is really interesting.
So that was Orcus.
I like that one a lot.
I would include this one.
I would too. Both of them.
No, for me here.
Everybody in that octopus. That creature at the depth of the Narrows. That one's just too busy. I'm having a hard
Yeah.
time
Yeah,
looking at it.
well, especially when you're driving
Yeah,
past.
like the Orca ones are very, it's very recognizable immediately.
What about this one?
Kind of reminds me of
Sure.
Rivers.
Yeah.
Darker
Yeah.
way.
In
Exactly.
a darker one.
Yeah,
So what is that a?
I'm a no on that.
no, no.
I'm a no.
Not sure.
No,
That's a no, right?
She had a lot. Okay, so this was his pieces. I think, wasn't Syria, he's a student too, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I like his on like together. Like a couple of his together on it, like his, that one and
And then
that one on the same box, just on different sides.
Mhm.
So wait, let me go to him. That was. So the spirit spiral and balance of earth. What are the, does it say the mediums on there? Does it say that on the materials, acrylic?
Acrylic
paint?
paint
So
mark.
the question is, can these get digitized?
Yes.
If they're scanned, yeah.
How many artists can we choose?
Oh, do you see that? Wanted to incorporate queerness in a simply designed art. Oh, that's very cool.
Well, I think at the moment, this is just like our next.
Yeah,
pool
we
that
aren't
can
sure
tap
it's-
into, so there's not maybe a limit.
Yeah.
Well, we have 10 boxes. So.
Right.
But yeah, and we picked those, so,
This is just not semi-finals.
Right.
or for our next
Or,
round.
or when we get lots more money from city council to decorate even more boxes.
Well, we only have 74 boxes.
Well, let's
Okay,
decorate, let's do them
so-
all.
I need one out that is labeled service cake. That one, giant.
Oh, the pillar one?
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking of maybe putting for that, the lake wall, the one that we just saw.
Oh, yeah.
Wrapping that
These-
pillar
Yeah,
one.
think-
these are a no for me.
No. I don't like
I
things.
think this
staring
one
at
is
me.
fun. I like the dogs and cat.
You do?
You like this one?
Yes.
I'll buy it for you, Sylvie.
Thank you. I'll put it garage.
Sun-kissed blossom.
That one's pretty, but it reminds me a lot of Susan Russell Hall's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
like wallpaper.
Wallpaper, okay.
Yeah,
Mm,
I'm a no on these
No,
ones.
Yeah.
No,
No, no, no, no. I know. Hard to see.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna read very well on a box.
No.
Yeah.
yeah. No,
No.
Silicon needs to get some signal boxes that go.
yeah.
They don't have to, they don't.
They gotta get a stoplight first.
Okay, so all of hers were,
I say,
Patricia also.
I say no on this one.
Pass.
Who said yes?
Daryl.
Oh, no, I said pass.
He said pass.
Yeah.
Pass on this. The last two.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, they're interesting, but I don't know that they're
I-
gonna be good on a box.
Exactly. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just, it's pretty, but I just don't see how it's gonna be on a box.
Okay.
That was the one I wanted to, on the pillar.
I like this one.
Yeah.
So is that a yes?
So
Still, I don't know
does the
what-
person have a face and that thing is on top of it?
Landscape.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it a
I think it's just
person?
like, I think it's just a pile of fishing gear,
Yeah.
like a
Can we just
blanket
say-
or a.
Can we just say maybe on this and keep going?
Yeah,
I like it, it's nostalgic looking. I really like this one.
I
Unless,
like that one too, because
Yeah.
it's very iconic to
Yeah.
Lakewood.
but unless there's a description, no one's gonna know.
A lot of the older generation will, but not so much the younger generation. But it's a very iconic image. I mean, I've seen that image hundreds of
Yeah.
times.
Well, maybe if we put up like if there's a little name tag that says what it was and where it was, maybe that would be cool.
Yeah.
Placement would be key too.
Yeah, it's
Where it
kind of
can
like,
go.
it's kind of like the motor, the ones we just did, the race cars too, like not everybody, you kind of have to know a little bit like, oh, wait a
I
minute,
would
there
like
was.
to, I would like to save this one for a future one,
Yeah.
when we do the stoplight by that area.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's.
But none of the stoplights that we're doing now, but this should go at the north end of Stilican Lake, right there at that
Right,
stop.
yeah.
It could spark conversation in the car. Yeah.
Yeah,
Brandy.
Possibility.
Yeah,
Yep.
Keep it.
this is a maybe for me.
Yeah,
Is she
maybe.
native or does she just do native art?
Yes, she's Native American artist
Mm.
from Pearson
Okay.
County.
I
can
do
see that.
I like the middle one,
That,
Yeah, I agree.
but if we
Yeah.
do whales, if we choose the other whales, that's a lot of whales.
Yeah,
And these whales are not really succinct.
Yeah.
Oh, but they're part of the. I like the other whales. Oh,
That reminds me of the 70s. That's pretty. I like that.
Mhm.
It would be effective on a box.
Yeah, would.
Yeah,
and during spring. Right, or summer.
So that's the same art, just in different sections.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun. I like this one too.
I
yeah,
did
I
too,
kinda like
yeah.
that. I like the half salmon.
Yep.
Happy salmon.
Not so much.
Right.
we're investigating this.
And investigating, we're gonna ask Ron a little more
Our
about.
two detectives are on the.
let's say it was all good. The Squally tribe, Puyallup tribe wouldn't get upset, would that be
Yeah,
a
they-
consideration?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Native
Yeah.
Americans are very sensitive, so
Yes.
we have to be really,
So would it be one on each side?
And, yeah, and we finding out who they are and then
If they would
making
have
sure it's okay to
Yeah.
put them up here.
Yeah, they're very sensitive.
Not only that, because it's like, I don't want to offend one tribe,
Yeah.
you know, well, you know,
Yeah.
you very well
Like, why
could
is
be doing
they-
that.
put it
We
in
have
the-
contact with them, so.
Permission to put our imagery up.
Well, it's a, so this
We
is a
will do
maybe
due
for now.
diligence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because could be okay with one tribe, but not okay with the other.
Yeah, totally.
That's a no for me.
No,
No,
Right, no.
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 we don't even have like that. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this one.
It's nice.
That can totally be wrapped around a box.
I like this one.
I think
like
if you're,
this one too.
if we're picking one, this one packs the most punch for me.
Mm-hmm.
No,
So,
no. No.
Hard for me to figure out who those people are in the middle, or who they want to be.
Yeah, so this is the artist and she's got a lot of pieces.
Mhm.
So I don't know, maybe we just,
I couldn't even, I just picked them.
we decide if she just could be somebody who's,
And we don't have a place like this in Lakewood.
I like some
I
of
like
it,
that one a lot.
Whoa. That's intriguing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
but it looks like Arizona.
It does? Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm
The
from,
birds are ugly here. But do they need to be?
it's a no.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Pass.
Pass.
Yeah.
Pass.
Okay, so I think that was the last bit. So the Desert Beauty, is that a maybe?
The desert.
Can we see
beauty.
that again, please?
I like that a lot.
Strong maybe?
Well, it doesn't, I mean, pretty colors, but it looks more like Arizona.
it doesn't look local to me.
It could be Eastern Washington.
Okay.
Eastern Washington does not have cactus.
There's cactus?
Yeah, the cactus.
Here's sagebrush.
Gives it away.
Transplants.
yeah, I think we said pass.
Yeah.
Those.
So we're passing on her altogether. Okay.
Mhm.
But we like this one.
I know. No. It's-
I do appreciate that it's really like arty art, you know, it has that look, it has that oil painting look. I mean, I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to just say none of her stuff because I know how long that takes.
Mushrooms are fun.
Yeah,
I
the
kinda like the
mushrooms,
mushrooms.
the mushrooms could be kind of interesting on a box.
Yeah.
Because they'd be big, you know?
But are they
Yeah.
psychedelics?
I think the purple ones might be.
It's all your interpretation.
Well, how do you know that, Earl?
I don't know, Sylvie.
And can they be translated digitally by this person?
I'm not into the food one so much.
I think it's great.
I love it.
Anything nice on
Makes
where
me
the
hungry.
international district?
Maybe?
I think that would be good in the international district on South Tacoma Way, right?
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Like right there on Stilcombe Boulevard.
It just
And
has
South
a lot of
It's
humor.
Well, they already wrapped
tacos,
those
it's
boxes.
Vietnamese sandwiches.
Yeah, those were
spongy.
river responses.
Even bought sushi, American. I love it.
So maybe? Maybe if there's a suitable.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
All right, Taylor.
This is a no for me.
I think there's one more. Yeah, okay. Everyone weigh in?
No.
Now, if you've done that image, that's big.
Yeah, I think from
We've had
last,
some quotes
last
on
time,
that.
the last one. Okay.
I like that
I
one.
like this,
you.
I like, this is interesting. Cute.
Yeah, I like that. It kind of says diversity without
Yeah.
having people in it. And-
Oh, that's a really good point. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, now we know there is a diversity with birds.
Yeah,
They're hanging out. We like this one.
I like this
one
one.
too.
I always like the
Sounds
dog.
fun. Little
Love
kids.
it.
Oh,
There's even gerbils in there.
Yeah, it's hilarious. The rabbit, I mean.
Oh, there's even like little goldfish.
And then, yeah, there's fish. I didn't see it the first time. And there's a turtle. Did you all see the turtle?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like that one a lot.
And then, is that a snail on the right, far right? Snail or no?
Yeah.
On the
It's a
far right, it's,
turtle
I think
or a
it's just
hamster.
hamsters
Oh, yeah.
like in a wheel.
They're in the little ball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
That's
Uh,
fun.
Yeah,
Kinda charming.
I think the public would
I
like.
like how the cat is trying to get into the goldfish.
Yeah. A lot of whimsy here.
Yeah,
Keeper.
I think the public would really like it.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
bottom right one is kind of interesting.
Hey,
Uh,
committee, I'm bowing out because I'm gonna get to the city council meeting because the MLK kids are getting
oh, yeah,
honored
say, repeat that so everyone can come if they
Oh.
want to come.
tonight at the Lakewood Council meeting. The people that participated in the MLK series for this year are going to be honored, including Daryl Owens. So all the kids and the coaches that were in it are going to be honored tonight. So I'm gonna get going so I can film a little bit.
So does that mean Daryl's gonna go too?
Yes, I'm going to take off as well, folks. I enjoyed it. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you,
Good
too.
night.
Bye.
Good night.
Oh, did we make it? I'm a no on that.
Me too.
I love the barn, but I'm a no on that.
Yeah.
It's a vote. I mean,
Now that one's just too much.
Yeah.
there's a lot going on there.
Yep.
And these are fun, but I just don't know how they're gonna go on a box.
Really like this, the red swiggles one.
Why are they?
I could see a different one on each side, maybe,
Yeah.
but I can go with no on that.
I would say they aren't beautiful in my.
But we do need some modern art looking stuff. We can't just always have realistic stuff.
I'm not a fan with anything with 3 heads.
Three heads and you're out.
Yeah, 3 heads in here. Maybe 2.
I'm a no on that.
Yeah. If we don't have a lighthouse there.
Yeah.
Okay, that was really helpful, you guys. Ooh, I'll try to keep my notes straight on that. And that should be it for this year. I mean, if more rolls in, I'll let you know. And we'll pick the spots. Let's see what else.
Fiesta update.
Yeah, so the Fiesta, we started our first meeting, the Fiesta de Familia. Our first event was last year, well, 2 years ago at the Street Festival, then we moved it to Port Silicon Park. It really expanded. It's my new favorite event.
Oh,
Love it.
yeah, great.
And they really decided to do an art contest. So we're working on the application packet and want to get it right into the schools so that students can submit art.
Awesome.
So I will disseminate it to this group once that gets done, which should be in the next week. And then it'll be judged and all that. And hopefully we'll just have a lot
So
displayed.
where would it be under like one of the pavilions or something? Like,
Yeah, we have to figure out that piece of how to display it, but probably under a big tent on the art boards.
That'd be great.
Yeah, or on those, those walls that kind of have fabric on them. And
Like
they
a
fold up
divider.
and unfold, and you can just pin it on those. We had one there last year that the Tree of Life was on that Philby made,
Yeah.
so there's some options.
Very cool.
Well, thank you. Next meeting's April, unless we want to, let's see, skip it and just have the arts reception. So we could make that decision later, but the next meeting would be April 1st. Okay.
April Fool's Day, is that it?
No big decisions on that day.
It'll give us an out. We said yes, but we really meant no.
No, it was April Fool's Day.
Okay, everyone, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Emily.
Thanks, Emily.
Later, Emily.
Bye. Have a good night.
You too.
That was interesting conversation about.